Network. The Patriots continue maintaining their defensive line continuity, agreeing to terms with tackle Devon Godshaw on a 2-year contract extension worth up to $21 million, including $16.5 million guaranteed, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Meantime, Lions defensive end John Kaminsky is expected to miss 5 to 6 months after suffering a torn MCL at practice this week. Rams offensive guard Jonah Jackson suffered a bruised scapula and is expected to miss up to 6 weeks. Jackson signed a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Rams this offseason. And the NFL is moving closer to replacing the chain gang with new technology to measure line to gain after Sony was named the NFL's official technology partner this week. The league will test Sony's Hawkeye technology during the upcoming preseason, but most likely won't be ready for full implementation until the 2025 season. This is Van NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
This is it. Shop the Lowe's Closeout event to get up to 70% off select major appliances for your home. Plus, get up to 60% off select patio furniture and accessories for your outdoor spaces. So hurry into your local store today because these deals are too good to last. Shop them now before they're gone because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. We've got 2024 summer game updates throughout the day on AM 1230 KXO. We let you know what's going on in Paris. Today, well, I checked. It's a Thursday. Yeah, but are you ready? It's Thursday, August 1st. Okay, we made it to August. Okay, and I'm Carroll in the newsroom. Jared, good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
There's a little bit of that special red wine vinegar on the side of your mouth from that Jersey Mike sub you had yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So how many did you eat?
I only ate 2 yesterday. Believe it or not, I tried to keep it down. They offered me more. They're like, "Hey, we'll let you. You want another sandwich?" I'm like, "All right." Maybe I'll have to take it as a wrap. They do wraps also instead of a sandwich if you want it. I think I might need to go there to cut carbs or something.
Yeah, okay.
Eat all these sandwiches.
And Jersey Mike's, as the name implies, has a bit of an East Coast flavor.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
The classic Joyzy,
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Let's look back in history. On this date in 1964, Billboard magazine reported that the harmonica was making a comeback thanks to Stevie Wonder. That's 1964. Yeah, the Rolling Stones and the Beatles also brought back the harmonica. And I have to look back, the harmonica. It's the musical instrument for people without enough rhythm to play the tambourine. I think I could probably handle a tambourine, but we'll leave it at that, okay?
I'll tell you what, harmonicas are hard to play because you can run out of breath if you don't, you get pretty lightheaded. It feels like you ran a couple miles. I'll tell you what.
Okay, I've never really tried a harmonica. And I can remember in the barracks when I was in the Army, there were no harmonica players. In all the movies, there's always somebody with a harmonica. It wasn't the case with me. Everybody had a guitar.
Huh. They made it out there with a guitar, but no harmonica.
Yeah, I would think the harmonica would be a whole lot easier to carry, but oh well. Anyway, and this is an incredible feat, okay? It's the world's longest yard sale. It kicks off in the Midwest. It follows a highway, kind of like Highway 86, through 6 states. 200 cities. And all along the way, yard sales.
I've heard of this before. Sounds pretty cool. It's been going on for many years now, I believe.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah, I'll bet even I could find something to buy at a yard sale like that.
I mean, it's pretty cool that it's probably just one really, really, really long straight road that goes across 6 states, And
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
And let's see. What else is going on? Lots of things are happening. We did mention we are in August, and I don't know why. George and I can't figure it out. We'll probably blame it on you, but we cannot find the local birthdays for August 1st. So anybody with an August 1st birthday today, happy birthday, and we're sorry. Strange things happen around the AM 1230 studios sometimes. So it just disappeared. Yeah, okay. And looking back on this date in 1960, the iconic music television program American Bandstand made its national television debut. Yeah, the show featured teenagers dancing to popular songs. Or today we would just call it TikTok, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. We do have big shot birthdays, so speaking of the harmonica, blues musician Robert Cray, 66. Singer Joe Elliott of Def Leppard is 60. Rapper Coolio, 56. Actress Jennifer Garise is 49. Actress Tempest Bledsoe from The Cosby Show, 46. Jason Momoa is 40. Actor Taylor Fry, 38. Actor Elijah Kelly, 33. And actor James Francis Kelly is 30. Okay? And are you ready for some football?
I'm ready for some football.
Okay, the Bears and the Texans tonight, NFL football. It's the Pro Football Hall of Fame kickoff game, and we've got the game right here on AM 1230, and we will have just about every single primetime NFL game. Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Thanksgiving, all sorts of 50-plus NFL games on AM 1230, and we're going to kick it off tonight with the Bears and the Texans. Okay? You ready for that?
I'm ready. Sounds
okay,
good.
And for the Raider fans, the Raiders are on FM 107.5.
The Las Vegas Raiders are on FM 107.5. Don't miss any of the action as the Raiders contend for the AFC West title. Raiders football on FM 107.5.
Here comes the ready or not.
Yeah, on that, we're going to jump into the news. It's a look at world and California news headlines, all brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. They deliver real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
CBS News special report. CBS News has learned a complicated prisoner swap with Russia is underway. That'll return 3 Americans to the U.S. Marine veteran Paul Whelan, Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, and radio journalist Alsu Kurmashiva, who holds dual citizenship. Correspondent Nancy Cordes is at the White House.
Our understanding is that all 3 of them will be coming home. We don't have the details we can share yet about any Russians who might be headed back to Russia in exchange, either from U.S. prisons or from other prisons around the world.
No word on where the transfers are taking place. As for Vladimir Putin's motive, CBS's Elizabeth Palmer says it's good PR back home.
He makes a big deal out of getting back agents that have been taken into what he would consider enemy hands, and in fact will play very well in Russia, showing that the president always sticks up for his men.
CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.gov. airqualityvalley.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news, the park fire getting closer to 400,000 acres burned, still less than 20% contained. Mike Wittenberg returned to his Park Ranch property Wednesday to find his home completely destroyed.
We knew the fire was coming. I didn't think it was actually going to take our house. The fiance is grabbing pictures off the walls and keepsakes. And first, I didn't understand why. I just wanted her to get the family out. And now I get it.
The man charged with setting the fire will be arraigned today. Ronnie Dean Stout accused of pushing a burning car down an embankment, causing the blaze, an allegation he denies. 14 people arrested for sex trafficking at Comic-Con in San Diego. State Attorney General Rob Bonta says sex traffickers capitalize on large-scale events like Comic-Con to exploit their victims for profit.
These events, unfortunately, often come with a heightened level of human trafficking activity.
10 victims, including a 16-year-old girl, were rescued. The sting carried out from Thursday to Saturday during the convention that drew 135,000 visitors. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
Sherry, what have you done to your hair?
What do you mean? Does it not look good?
It doesn't look good. It looks freaking amazing. I can't believe how thick and healthy it looks. Oh, I must know your secret.
No secret. It's hair volume from New Nordic.
Hair volume, huh? Well, it certainly lives up to its name. Your hair has never looked so thick. It is gorgeous.
I was so tired of having thin and brittle hair. Oh, and the shedding. So I figured I'd give hair volume a try. Needless to say, I'm thrilled with the results. Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to pick up some hair volume right now. My reunion's next month, and I want my hair to look as good as yours.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural health products from New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Scandinavia. Purchase at newnordicusa.com or your local Walgreens, Rite Aid, or CVS. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy. Help your hair look full, voluminous, and beautiful again at nordicUSA.com, Walgreens, Rite Aid, or CVS.
And right now, it's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
In KXO News, 50 pounds of meth, or 22.5 kilograms. U.S. Border Patrol agents found approximately $83,000 worth of methamphetamine after a traffic stop. Here is George Gale with details.
At about 11:45 p.m. on July 25th, Border Patrol agents stopped a vehicle on Interstate 10 near Indio. Border Patrol K-9 team alerted to the vehicle, and a search led to the discovery of slightly over 50 pounds of meth hidden in the quarter panels of the vehicle. A woman driving the vehicle was accompanied by her child. The woman was arrested, and the child turned over to their grandfather. The El Centro Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bovino said a child and 50 pounds of methamphetamine, a sure sign of smuggler depravity, similar to smugglers who left a mother to die in the desert with her child, her young daughter, last week. This week, a drug smuggling caper highlights the detestable tactics smugglers use to ply their trade. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And we have a recall expanded. Boar's Head Provisions Company expands the recall for ready-to-eat meat and poultry products. It was expanded due to possible listeria contamination. The recall began July 26th because the deli meat products may have been adulterated with listeria. They are recalling approximately 7 million additional pounds of the product. Liverwurst it has tested positive for listeria and has caused several illnesses. I am calling this story the worst of the worst. That is page one. Oh, we got local news time, 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for El Centro Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentromotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
And ECRMC is back in the black. El Centro Regional Medical Center is now turning a profit. Here is George Gale.
For the first time in 5 years, ECRMC experienced a profitable financial year. Hospital officials say they are looking forward to using those funds to ensure the organization remains in the black, dispelling the notion of tax-supported hospitals in Imperial County. The first hints of a turnaround at the hospital have arrived sooner than most anticipated, with the news coming at an excellent time for Imperial Valley Healthcare District. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And road reopens. Robinson Road has reopened. The Imperial County Department of Public Works says that repairs have been completed and the road is now open to traffic. The road northwest of Holtville had been closed between McKim and Anderson roads. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather coming up next.
Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Before you head out on that road trip, head into Quick Lane. They have 3 locations to serve you right here in the Imperial Valley, and of course, their mobile service vans. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment except for the mobile service van.
Paid for by NHTSA.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Granger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
And it's page 2 of the local news with a side of weather. And it is brought to you this morning by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in the valley. Of course, daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every single day.
If you've been thinking of applying to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP is holding a workshop and will host an in-person resume and application workshop. Here is George Gale with details.
The event will start at 4 p.m. Thursday, August 1st. That's today at the Imperial County Workforce Development Office at 1250 West Main Street in El Centro. CBP recruiters will be on site to provide information that will address the CBP officers and Border Patrol agent hiring process. Among the items covered will be resume requirements, job requirements, the application and hiring process as well. Recruiters will be able to answer questions and or concerns that applicants may have in regard to becoming a federal law enforcement officer. It is suggested that if you are ready to apply, that you bring a laptop and a current resume. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And we have more opportunities coming up in September. Veterans University 2024 Veterans event for everyone, especially veterans. It is the Veterans University. It is coming in September. It's for veterans, service members, their families, and anyone in the community interested in learning about how to improve the lives of veterans in a welcoming classroom environment. Veterans University is an event covering a myriad of topics, including healthcare and disability benefits, exposure to burn pits, mental health, female veteran-specific topics, home ownership, senior-specific topics, and employment resources for veterans. Presenters include representatives from veteran service organizations and the Department of Veterans Affairs. Veterans University 2024 will be held in Imperial on September 4th from 2 to 6 p.m. An RSVP link will be provided soon. And we have an update on the latest fires, updates on the Nixon fire and the Border 66 fire. Here is George Gale.
The Nixon fire started Monday near Temecula in Riverside County. Fire has burned over 5,000 acres and is 0% contained at the last report. Evacuation orders have been issued. There are 741 personnel on scene with 7 helicopters, 69 engines. A Border 66 fire started Tuesday and is burning near Tecate on both sides of the border. It is estimated the fire has burned over 300 acres and is reported at 15% contained. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
That's it. KXO News Time is 7:48. We'll take a look at local weather next.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6 with specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more? Ask for drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Check out our weekly lunch specials with a soft drink starting at only $8.50. July specials include Bud bottles for only $4.50. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says following near normal temperatures today, temperatures will warm several degrees into this weekend with major heat risk developing for the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Our high yesterday, 111. The overnight low, 86. Today, mostly cloudy to begin, then gradually becoming sunny. Look for a high near 107, but heat index values will make it feel like 112. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 86. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast after midnight. Sunny and hot on Friday with a high near 110. Heat index values as high as 113. Light winds. Saturday, sunny and hot with a high near 114. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast in the afternoon. Sunny and hot on Sunday with a high near 115. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. And right now we have 89 degrees, 61% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southwest, 7 to 10 miles an hour. Air quality is good in El Centro, moderate everywhere else. And reports of some sprinkles earlier this morning, scattered throughout the valley. Local news, page 2, and the weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer. The place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Caring for an older adult is more than just a job. It's a journey. So whether you're a paid caregiver looking to advance your skills or a family member learning the basics of in-home care, CalGrows can help everyone better navigate caring for an older adult. Through September, more than 600 free training courses are available in person and online. Classes are offered in multiple languages, and paid professional caregivers can earn up to $6,000 in stipends. Visit calgrows.org to learn more. Brought to you by the California Department of Aging.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in the valley. No, it's sports time. Brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the very best care. Major League Baseball action, the Padres, they thumped Clayton Kershaw and the Dodgers. It ended up Padres 8-1 winners. Kershaw, first time he ever started a game in the major leagues and didn't strike out anybody. Clayton did not look like himself. Well, he looked like himself, but he didn't pitch like his old self. Elsewhere, Marlins topped the Rays 6-2. Yankees nipped the Phillies 6-5. Orioles, they thumped the Blue Jays 10-4. Twins topped the Mets 8-3. Braves beat the Brewers 6-2. Royals rolled over the White Sox 10-3, but then everybody does. Cardinals beat up on the Rangers 10-1. Diamondbacks edged the Nationals 5-4. Red Sox nipped the Mariners 3-2. Cubbies powered up and beat up on the Reds 13-4. Astros edged the Pirates 5-4. Rockies nipped the Angels 2-1. And the Giants shut out the Athletics 1-0. As we mentioned, Clayton Kershaw got rocked, just not pitching like his old self. Meanwhile, Travis Bazzana of the Guardians. Hits his first home run as a pro. Yeah, and it was a grand salami.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And the judge who presided over the class action lawsuit filed by Sunday ticket subscribers against the NFL said the jury did not follow his instructions in determining damages. U.S. District Judge Philip Gutierrez made the remark as he heard the NFL's post-trial motion asking that the rule for the league, if he finds the plaintiffs did not prove their case, Gutierrez could order a new trial because the 8-person jury came up with its own calculations for damages. And, New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers, remember him? Yeah, and wide receiver Garrett Wilson, well, they've been animated on the sidelines. And, Rodgers says, our relationship is good. We're just discussing that I should throw the ball to Wilson every time. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay Buccaneers and offensive tackle Tristan Wirfs have reached agreement on a 5-year, $140.63 million contract extension, making him the highest-paid offensive lineman in NFL history. I think it also included free Big Macs. And from the Olympics, remember Jimmer Fredette? Yeah, Jimmer Fredette. Well, he's now on the 3x3 basketball team representing the U.S. at the Paris Olympics, but they lost last night to Poland 19-17. Fredette can score, but that's about it. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
My name is Sarah Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As a monthly donor, you can help the Imperial Valley Food Bank purchase food in bulk to meet the growing needs of the more than 25,000 people we serve each month at over 30 locations. Even small monthly gifts can go a long way in helping fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley. Please consider giving monthly by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
And it's a look at financial news with a brief look at weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, you will find them at 4th and Heil in El Centro. Well, the pandemic threw the U.S. job market into chaos. Now, 4 years later, things finally seem to be back to normal. Monthly job gains have slowed but remain stable. Labor demand and supply have come more into sync. There hasn't been a rash of layoffs, and the overall economy and spending have held up just fine so far. Most indicators support the idea that the labor market is no longer overheated and could easily maintain a new normal of steady but slower growth. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said as much yesterday. A broad set of indicators suggest that conditions in the labor market have returned to about where they stood on the eve of the pandemic, strong but not overheated. Coffee. 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 It's becoming a luxury item. Yes, the price of coffee is going up and up. Higher production costs are leading to coffee price inflation. Coffee lovers may have to shell out more in the future as prices surge. Roasters and coffee experts are also signaling that prices could remain higher for longer as factors like climate change reduce the coffee global supply. And in other news, and single-digit dollar deals, yeah, well, fast food places have been trying to do that. Now, IHOP and Denny's join other big-name food chains in offering value menu options. The two companies are the latest restaurants trying to appeal to consumers being more selective with their dollars in the wake of price increases. So what's going on the big board right now? We see a lot of red. The Dow down 337 points at 40,583. The S&P 500 is off 27 points at 5495. And the NASDAQ down 102 points at 17,496. Gold up 19.90 an ounce. Oil off 35 cents per barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Today will be mostly cloudy, then gradually becoming sunny. Look for a high near 107, but heat index values will make it feel like 112. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 86. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast after midnight. Sunny and hot on Friday with a high near 110. Heat index values as high as 113. Light wind becoming southeast about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. 90 degrees, 61% relative humidity. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, and your business.
It's the 2024 Summer Games, and AM 1230 has them covered.
She is the swimmer that everybody is going to be watching this year.
All the venues of the 2024 Summer Games through the closing ceremony.
Simone Biles, you already know who she is. She has 7 Olympic medals. Team USA wants to win gold on the track. He's our best coach.
Our coverage of the Summer Games is brought to you by Derma's Floor Coverings and K Sushi Bar and Grill. The Summer Games on KXO AM 1230.
AM 1230, KXO, El Centro, California.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. Americans held in Russia are getting closer to home. Turkey is helping orchestrate a major prisoner swap between Washington and Moscow. CBS's Nancy Cordes at the White House.
Evan Gershkovich, the Wall Street Journal reporter who was accused of espionage. And then there's Paul Whelan. He is a former U.S. Marine. He was taken into custody nearly 6 years ago, also accused of espionage, also sentenced to 16 years. He has been in Russian penal colonies ever since. And then the third American is Alsu Kurbasheva. She is a Russian-American radio reporter who was also taken into custody last year.
CBS's Olivia Gazis.
We are still awaiting the details of who was swapped for whom. We do know it's been publicly reported that the Russians have had their eyes on a convicted murderer held in a German prison whose name is Vadim Krasikov. That had been their area of focus. They had repeatedly expressed interest in getting his release, but he was not in U.S. custody. He was in German custody.
Israel revealed today that it killed the head of Hamas's military wing in a Gaza strike 2 weeks ago. Mourners turned out today in Iran, where the top Hamas political leader was assassinated this week, allegedly by Israel. Secretary of State Blinken is warning against an escalation in the Middle East.
Right now, the path that the region is on is toward more conflict, more violence, more suffering, more insecurity. And it is crucial that we break this cycle. And that starts with a ceasefire.
Ukraine has received its first U.S.-built F-16 fighter jets, but Russia vows they will not influence the war. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
A Kremlin spokesman says the F-16 jets won't help Ukraine on the battlefield, and he said there are rewards being offered to shoot them down. The Russian military, he said, is prepared to do that as well. The long-awaited jets arrived from Europe.
The Biden administration proposing a new rule that would ban airlines from charging extra for children 13 and under to sit next to their parent. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg on CBS Mornings.
Within 48 hours of booking, the airline would be required to assign you those seats together. And if they can't come up with that, if it's not available, then they have to offer you the option of getting your money back or being put onto a different flight without having to pay a fare difference where there are those seats together.
He says the rule could save a family of four as much as $200 for a round-trip flight. The Dow is down 370. This is CBS News.
Switch to T-Mobile and save with tons of benefits on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Use the savings calculator to find out how at T-Mobile.com/switch.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
We're learning more about the new season of an Emmy-winning TV show.
Netflix has unveiled a trailer for its hugely popular South Korean drama Squid Game Season 2. It features competitors in the life or death contest on a track field, some screaming and falling as a masked judge dressed in black and red-suited masked minions look on. In an X-post, the streamer says it'll feature the winning player from 3 years ago, number 456, continuing his quest to find the people behind the vicious games and end them. Season 2 will premiere the day after Christmas, with a third and final season beginning sometime next year. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A new CDC report finds more than 1 in 5 Americans say they were forced to postpone or skip medical care for reasons other than cost. Some say they can't find the right doctor or get a timely appointment. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Download the free. And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sounded a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.